Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're making a setup. It's same thing as last time. If you watched the last video, which was S plus 100, we gave a little peek at my friend Neil's setup, which he makes too much money with. You know, how much money do you usually make at the end of this? Like
Up to
QND?
SXD
Yeah,
usually.
SXD, which is like 10 more than he needs. So we're gonna make, but this stuff actually needs some exotic stuff from the egg event currently, which is still going on somehow. So it needs a couple exotics and regular exotics that you can get from opening
So if you guys,
boxes.
so
And
if you
also,
guys are watching this video during these two, if it ways it comes out, make sure to go get the exotics quickly if you want to do this setup.
yeah, a couple of these exotics you can get pretty fast. Like if you get the egg, I think it's like, let me see which one you already have. So
I use
so Needle has the Tea Eggo Gardens. The vault,
the
which you
vaporwave
definitely
vibe.
want the vault, because the vault is actually very useful with this one. It's a now currently 123 times multiplier. Whatever this
Jesus, the
amount of
stocks are
money
going
is,
good, huh?
yeah, whatever this amount of money is here, is how much the multiplier is. So he currently has
Finally, it's actually based
three
off Roblox stocks.
exotic items that he has. Now, there's a couple other items that he has, like some contrabands, but these ones are not necessary to add. You also
Not
need,
necessary,
yeah,
but the chemical refining, for instance,
whatever items you
is
don't already have, you don't necessarily
this
need.
upgraded us 7
And also,
times.
this setup needs no fusions and no reborns. Reborn fusions either. No evolutions, no reborn fusions, no enchanted items. So we're gonna get started. So first, we're gonna do the Newtonium mine, which we're Newtonium mine. Now, we're gonna just straight into a teleporter this time instead of like last video. Yes, you would need a shop setup, so we're gonna do that again. But we're gonna do a different one because Needle has a new bite mine, which is also from a shop. But if you don't have a new bite
Not
mine,
from the shop. You like not mine's not from the shop,
yeah,
it's from
new mine's
boxes.
pretty good. I mean, yeah, from the boxes, yeah. I mean, yeah. You also use the same mine we used last time, which was the Union mine.
I would suggest against using the Newtonian mine since it for some reason like lags and doesn't give money
Yeah,
for like
half the items,
5-10 seconds.
yeah, half the reborn items don't even, for droppers, don't work with nature scripts. Because some of them already have a dropper with them, like an upgrade counter. So we're gonna start off with the beginning setup. Now, I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna start doing this with the blue. Now, you will need the green teleporter set, or the orange teleporter set from the UC shop here. Get green because it's a lot cheaper than the orange set. So we're gonna start with the blue. We're gonna place this all the way back. We're gonna do a Freon block. We're gonna do the Freon Bombardier, which is a luxury item from boxes. Just make sure that ores can be fireproof. We're gonna do the Schrodinger.
One of the upgrades essentially instantly scorches the ores that's coming up, so that
Yeah.
you have to have that Freon Blaster so it doesn't insta balloon the ore.
Yeah, and we're also gonna do. Yeah, actually, we're gonna make sure that we can loop the ores again. So let's see here. We're gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some purple. My friend's up is a little different than how I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do the same thing as last time, where we do the center conveyor, which you don't have any of currently.
Don't be doing anything, don't be modifying anything with an authorization hobby, you know, this is patent pending.
Yeah, but I figured it's fine, so I'm not actually getting rid of any of your upgrades. I'm just doing this slightly different.
Fair enough.
Okay, now we're gonna do now we're gonna do the pink, because we're gonna need pink.
Yep.
And then now we're gonna do, yeah, that'd be good enough. And then you start off with we're gonna do a half conveyor here, because it'll save us a little bit of time. Now, usually I buy 2 of everything, unless I actually need more, just in case they script me up and accidentally sell it. So, yeah, that should work. Now we're gonna do the quantum ore cleaner to start off with. Because it doesn't fit, we'll do just another centering conveyor. And then we're gonna do this into a banana split upgrader. Into a Pizza Blaster.
Buster.
And then we're gonna do this into the first exotic we have, which is the Honeycomb Solace, which you can get out of boxes. It's pretty big, but it's still a good upgrader. If you don't have this, just use any other upgrade that we don't mention in the video. We're gonna use Astral Predictor, Clockwork. We're gonna do Carrot Farm, or Carrot Village.
Yeah,
actually.
Honeycomb Pulse is still good. It's a 5x multiplier.
Yeah, Carrot
So
Farm is
Honeycomb
decent, but
Pulse.
you can't really use it in the setup because it has a limit of how much money it is. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I'm not sure. But it's enough that you can't use it like more than 2D.
Yes,
So we're gonna use the Molten Forge, which is another contraband. You can use it if you want, if you can get it from the Masked Man. But that's a little more expensive. So Azure Refiner next, and then we're gonna do a Spore. And then we're gonna do a... We're gonna use another one of our contraband items. You don't have to do this here. Which will be a unstable conveyor. We're gonna buy some walls too, because the walls will be useful for making sure the ores don't fall off like they are now. Just make sure that you place them right. And now we're gonna do a mineral wheel. And then we're gonna do a ramp, a large converter ramp, into a green tea latte. Now, the reason why we don't put a teleporter or a cannon into this is because we don't necessarily need the vortex chamber right now. I mean, let's see if we can get the vortex chamber to fit right here. We probably could, but for now, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna do what my friend does. So we're gonna do the overload device here. Now we're gonna do another unstable conveyor. We probably place a few of these around so that we can have a faster conveyors going through. Now we're gonna do our next two exotics: the Citrus Enhancer and the Royal Rabbit. And most of these are seasonal, so that you can't get them normally. I think you can get the Citrus Enhancer normally, but not the Royal Rabbit. Now I'm gonna do an ultimate conveyor. And now, this is a tiny upgrade. This will be the smallest one next. I think it's the Excellent Upgrader. It's the tiniest upgrader there is, if I'm not mistaken. There might be
a 1.
Yeah, it's a 1. It's like a 1 block 1, which is pretty
Oh no,
small.
it's a half.
Okay, is it?
Halfway the size.
Is it even yeah, it's actually a 1 because it has to be a 1. You can't do a half.
Exactly. It's a half.
And then we're gonna do the Vapor Wave.
Are we gonna give the audience some advice here?
Oh yeah, sure.
Go look up the secret box buying area, guys. And that'll help you get some of these exotics and stuff. Every day you can claim a free box.
Look around
do
the
that.
map. It's behind one of the hills. Around here. But use any infuser that you have to go faster. But if you find that guy, like a little portal thing, like a white portal.
Free box every day.
You can get a free box every day. And it's not just, you know, Inferno or like the basic ones. I've got a Red Bandit, I've got a Luxury, Spectral. You get a free box, just for, you know, go and talk to him. And also, if you collect your boxes every day and save up, like, I have 0 because I always use mine. But make sure you have enough boxes to get some of this stuff if you can. If not, just use fusions of items you already have. I'm going to use Eagle Gardens. Now we're going to do another ramp here. Into the...
That's exactly what I was thinking in the game, and so I didn't have enough of those.
The butterfly, the glass butterfly. Nero, can I make a suggestion to set up a little bit? To save time, can we do the, can we move this back and then have the glass butterfly and the vortex chamber all next to each other? So it'd be a little easier. I mean, I'll make our setup a little faster, actually, so let's just do that real quick. I mean, you don't mind, right?
No. Mind.
But you do understand why it's more efficient.
I guess.
Then we're gonna do a Scorching Heat. Okay, now, and then we're gonna place this into a green teleporter.
Absolutely perfect hobby.
Well, let's be more efficient for speed's sake. Now, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do the green teleporter here. Into a ramp. Now the ramp is for the Big Bertha's sake, or you could put the Big Bertha. You could put the Big Bertha over here if you want. Like do it this way. We're gonna move this a little forward a little bit. Doesn't matter where you place Big Bertha, but for time's sake, it won't matter where you like placing it right here is not
It's
gonna matter.
guaranteed though. This one is guaranteed when you use this. It's like a 50-50 when you use the ramp.
Yeah.
But when you use this one, it's a guaranteed. So.
See, I can even improve a setup when I'm not even trying. And then we're gonna do the
Called
big...
laziness, hobby.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna do a big bad blaster here. And now we're gonna do we're gonna do a ultimate conveyor just to be a little faster.
You have to put it that way.
Yeah, let's maybe rotate it a little bit. And now we're gonna do the Tesla setup, okay? We're gonna do the same thing we did last video.
I sure hope I don't explode.
Nice job.
Alright,
We're
there's
gonna
my
buy 4 of these. We're gonna buy more raised mini conveyors. And this time I'll buy 4 raised mini conveyors instead of last video where I bought 2 and kept figuring out why I kept messing up. Now I'm gonna do this into a ramp. Now there are other ways that you can make this part go faster, but for time purposes, I'm just gonna do for video purposes and the fact that you guys don't have half of what I do for my setup. We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do an ultimate conveyor here. Raise mini. Now, if you don't like that your ores are going to be exploding half the time, you don't have to use Big Bad Blaster. It's just a side conveyor that works fine. That works perfectly with this. Now, we're going to do pink teleporters here. Yeah, the Big Bad Blaster is about 2.65 times multiplier, so you don't necessarily need it. But you'll lose a little bit of money going forward with it. And then we're going to do the ultimate conveyor. Okay, not settings, ultimate conveyor. Watching me struggle. Yeah, this fits right here. And then we're gonna do this setup again. Making sure I have enough for all this stuff. We're gonna move this to here, we're gonna move this here. And see if we can actually buy it this time. But we actually don't, yeah, that's all we need. Now, this next part's a little different because we're adding some, contraband items here, chemical refiner. And then after this, we're gonna do the waste disposal. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because this gets a little bit more boost at the end. And now, we're gonna do the bank vault, which I mentioned last video, or the vault, which is a bigger multiplier. See, look, Nero's first ore was QDD. Now he's making QND. And we barely put any ores through.
Haven't even looped yet.
This one, yeah, some of them have looped, yes. Now, you might need a pulsar, but this setup should work with a higher ore limit. Can you raise your ore limit a little bit? Like the 200?
This power level's over 200 and 125.
Yeah, this one will work better because you have half the ores being lost right here, and some of them being exploded right here. Now, to avoid some ores falling off here, we're gonna put another wall here.
Now, fully set up alone.
Yeah, like think about this. This is not even a long setup. Like, Nano makes QND, which is enough to get to Pi to Life 2000 or higher. And there's no evolutions at all. Like, if he had the evolution of the Catalyst and everything else, that might be a higher, tier, thing. Might get, like, 5 more cash.
Even more ideal piece list.
Yeah, and also, how many lives can you skip?
Currently 8. So
yeah,
9 total lives.
Yeah, so you're looking at 9 lives at a time at life 138 without even trying. True that he did spend a couple hours collecting boxes to get some of this stuff. But it is worth it in the end because when you get to life, like 700, 800, you'll only be able to skip like maybe 5 or 6 lives, but you want to be able to have enough money, to sustain for a while. And this setup is a little bit longer than the last video because we only had 2 rows last time. This one has like a 3rd row. But this one's meant for skipping lives. In the later on, once you add more stuff to it. And remember people that have all these extra exotics that like nobody uses. Now you will need to pulse a little bit because you will lose some ores right here because some of them are a little large. To fix that problem, if ores are too large and not getting stuck sometimes, well, I don't think Noodle has one, but there's an item called a hydraulic presser, which will make the items a little smaller so that they can fit better. So yeah,
Nice.
see, Noodle making hundreds of QND in what, a minute and a half? Now, if you can say this loadout, you do the same thing as last video. You open the loadout. Yeah, with either or here. I'm gonna leave both just since they both make about the same amount of money. Actually, the new mine stops making money after like 100 QD because it's a limit.
Have we kind of skip the 8 lives just this once?
Oh yeah, go ahead. You can skip
Yay.
lives. Yeah, see, we're gonna show you that you can skip 8 lives. Whenever you save it, yep, 8 lives.
all the goodies.
And also, he can see overload device. But now, can you open the loadout one more time so you can see how fast it can be? And then wait a little bit to get some money. There we go. Load it up again. Yeah, this is a little slower, but if you have patience, like Neo does, you just make the setup a little better. Now, there's several items that you can replace, like the actual predictor is not the best one, or you make the scorching heat isn't the best one either, but you can replace them later with like better upgraders. Now, once you get to like life 2000 plus, if you get a thing called a black dwarf, it's another resetter. So just add it after the test resetter, but before the final upgrader, so you can get even more money. Now, Noodle can rebirth now. Look, first like his basic ores are like worth N and DE. Now, rebirth.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, you can rebirth now. There. He rebirths in like a minute, but he can skip 2 lives. Now, that would probably be under a minute, but we have to, talk about the setup. Well, I think that's it for this video. The next video we're going to be making is probably going to be the demo game that they added for the 3rd sacrifice. We're going to make a setup that actually works to the end. That you don't need many, like, hard items to get, like you only need the professional upgraders, which cost only 29 DC. You only need 3 of those, but you will need a teleporter set or 2 from the orange and the green. But that's not really hard to do. Well, we'll see you in the next video. If you like the video, comment down below what you want to do next after this video, and we'll try and make it happen. And also, I'm also life 10,000 plus, so if you want like a life 5k setup or like a life like 3k setup, just let me know, and I can make that happen. Well, thanks for watching.